feel like I can't smile and laugh after what I saw.
Yeah.
It was very, very emotional for me, very moving. The images were shocking and sobering. Today would become one of the most unforgettable days of our epic Japan journey. From the sacred beauty of Miyajima Island and the iconic floating torii gate of Itsukushima Shrine, to the solemn reflection of Hiroshima's atomic bomb dome and Peace Memorial Park. This was a day of breathtaking wonder, deep history, and powerful remembrance. Bright and early, watching towards the station. We started this day bright and early for our day trip to Miyajima Island and Hiroshima. Still rubbing the sleep from our eyes, we boarded trains for approximately 2 hours of travel, leaving Kyoto behind for one of the most meaningful days of our entire journey. This wasn't just another day trip. This was a pilgrimage of beauty, memory, and reflection. Fabulous.
It's my twin. It's my Japanese twin.
Yes.
What is that?
I don't know. It's surprise. It's Osaka surprise.
So this is a little Osaka surprise. What's the devil inside? Deer crackers. They're so adorable. I don't want to eat them. They're shortbread cookies. Right. Shortbread cookies. Oh, wait, it's image. Himalay's image.
They're iconic Osaka.
So I will share these with my sisters. I love enjoy.
These are the cutest cookie ever. And they are shortbread, buttered cookies.
We're on the train to Hiroshima. We just had breakfast on the train.
Right. I bought some iniquity snacks to eat on the train. And we're settling in for the nice ride down.
We're on a bullet train,
Yep. You can see in the background it's going really
super fast. And cut.
After a long but smooth ride across western Japan, we arrived at Miyajima and boarded the ferry to Miyajima Island. And just like that, the mood shifted. Our first boat.
Ferry boat.
Can you imagine? No, we took the boat on the moat.
Oh,
That's true.
actually, this is the third boat.
This is our third boat.
Tokyo.
Right, that's right. And we're going to Monster Island
We're going to Monster Island.
to awaken Gamera,
And
Mothra.
Rodan,
Yes.
Liger,
And hopefully see the twins.
the little twins.
and Midori Ito. No. Midori Ito.
Okay.
She's a beloved figure skating hero. She was a national treasure, and I think she came in on the silver.
Oh, okay.
She was one of the first to do a triple axel.
Oh, wow. As the boat glided across the water, there it was, the great vermilion torii gate of Itsukushima Shrine, rising from the sea like something between a dream and a blessing. Miyajima, also known as Shrine Island, has been considered sacred for centuries. So we've made it to Miyajima, and we're walking to this the gate, the shrine gate. So sacred, in fact, that in ancient times, commoners were not even allowed to set foot on it. The island itself was treated as divine ground. And honestly, the moment you arrive, you kind of understand why. The sea, the mountains. Right, we're finally
The
here.
shrine,
We're at the
Miyajima Shrine,
And
shrine,
and
water.
it's a photo op.
Yeah.
So everybody has to take. We made our way toward Itsukushima Shrine, one of Japan's most iconic and breathtaking Shinto sites. Floating at high tide, the shrine appears to rest gently on the water, as if the whole structure is hovering between earth and heaven. Not loud, not flashy, just quietly magnificent. We could have stayed there for hours, but Miyajima had more to offer, and time, as always in Japan, had its own agenda. We headed toward the Miyajima Ropeway, hoping to climb higher for even more spectacular views. Ticket to ride.
Miyajima Ropeway.
Miyajima Ropeway. This here explains all the cable diameters and strength that they use. I think they use a variety for different, for different parts of the cable.
We go on the ropeway.
Yeah, boys.
Ropeway.
Smile.
Now we're not moving.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is the gate over there?
Camera on.
Camera on.
Camera's still on.
Watch your mouth.
The ride itself was beautiful, lifting us above the forest canopy with glimpses of the Seto Inland Sea unfolding around us. At the top, if time had been on our side, we could have continued on to Mount Misen Observatory, one of the island's most famous viewpoints. But This was one of those travel moments where you realize we have a full agenda ahead of us and time is not on our side. So we soaked in what we could, appreciated the views we had, and took the necessary photos to take home with us. Because sometimes travel isn't about checking every box. Sometimes it's just about receiving the moment you're given. Eventually, it was lunchtime.
I feel like we're on the amazing race.
I know.
We just went to the pinnacle and we got the totem, and now we're heading back to
But it's a cursed totem, so we're in trouble now.
Yeah, that's gonna be probably
the amulets.
Amulets. We began our descent from the mountain, leaving the cool air and sweeping views behind us. And the walking path gently pulled us back down towards the island below. The trail was brightened by soft light filtering through the trees and a series of small, tranquil waterfalls tucked into the forest, cascading over moss-covered stones. It wasn't dramatic or loud, just steady, calming, and almost meditative. As we continued along the path, we crossed a series of vermilion bridges, their bright red frames cutting beautifully through the deep greens of the forest. It was quiet, peaceful, and grounding. And then the trees began to open and the sound of the forest gave way to the distant rhythm of the sea. We followed the path back toward the shoreline, and that's when we saw the great torii gate of Itsukushima Shrine, or torii gate again. When we got here, it was a full tide, and now the tide has completely receded all the way back to the shrine gate. The tide had receded. What once appeared to float effortlessly on the water was now fully revealed. Its massive wooden pillars standing firmly in the sand. The illusion had disappeared. It had simply transformed. Picture time. Some of us couldn't resist the opportunity. We made our way down on the beach, walking across the damp sand toward the base of the torii gate itself. Up close, it was even more impressive, towering, weathered, rooted in both history and nature. And what made it even more special was the landscape around it. The tide had left behind shallow pools of water, scattered reflections, and natural patterns in the sand. A rare moment where timing, nature, and place all came together. Just the sound of water, the feeling of the sand beneath our feet, and one of Japan's most iconic sights, revealed in a way not everyone gets to see. At this point, hunger was kicking in, and some of us had to sample the fresh local oysters before our main lunch. Miyajima and Hiroshima are famous for them. Farmed locally in the clean ocean water, this region treats oysters the way Paris treats pastries. Fresh, local, plump, and prepared with enough pride to make you question every oyster you've ever eaten before.
Delicious? Yes? Okay. I can't wait. Right from the harbor.
We hopped on the ferry back to the mainland and grabbed lunch near the ferry terminal, including some unforgettable oyster sandwiches, which sounds oddly specific.
Please. I eat really fast.
It was the best oyster po' boy I have ever eaten. Stomachs full and well rested, we set our minds to absorb the sights, history, and the lessons of Hiroshima. Originally, we hoped to take the high-speed boat directly from Miyajima to Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, a scenic shortcut. But unfortunately, it was all sold out. So, instead, we did what every traveler eventually does in Japan, pivoted gracefully and trusted the trains. And from there, the day changed. Miyajima was serene and full of natural beauty. Hiroshima was something else entirely. Not because it lacked beauty, but because its beauty carries weight. We arrived in Hiroshima and made our way to the atomic bomb dome. And there it stood, preserved in ruin, the skeletal remains of a building that survived the blast on August 6, 1945, when the first atomic bomb used in World War II detonated almost directly above the city.
Beautiful. What an amazing juxtaposition of a beautiful sort of landscape vista and beautiful day, a structure that reminds us of the destruction that humans can do. My goodness, what a amazing day.
You can read about it, you can see photos, you can even study history, but standing there in person is different. It silences you. The dome is not grand. It does not demand attention. It simply remains. And in that remain, it says everything. From there, we walked through Peace Memorial Park. Wide paths, trees, open sky, flowing water. It's a beautiful place, and that beauty feels intentional because this park was not built to erase what happened. It was built so remembrance could breathe.
We are here in the Peace Memorial Park, and ahead of us is the Flame of Peace at the northern edge of the Pond of Peace. It was built with the donations from all over Japan. It was designed by Tokyo University professor Kenzo Tange and completed on August 1st, 1964.
Every step through the park carries a quiet tension between grief and hope. To me, this is not just a memorial to loss. It's a declaration of peace for all of humanity.
She grew up with love everyone would expect. Had an army behind her, got it from the opposite sex. Friends told her she was beautiful, so she gathered up her confidence, decided to go out on her own. She met you at the peak of her confidence, but all you cared about was would she submit?
We then visited the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum, and this was, without question, one of the most emotionally powerful experiences of our Japan trip. Inside, history becomes personal.
Good God. Oh my goodness. Approximately $140,000 people had died. Being here and seeing this is making me super emotional, very sad. It's just devastating.
Clothing, objects, testimonies, and lots of photographs. Fragments of ordinary life interrupted in a split second of an atomic explosion. It was sobering, it was heart-wrenching, but it was so necessary. There are places in the world that entertain you, places that delight you, places that inspire awe. And then there are places like Hiroshima that asks something deeper of you, to remember, to witness, to carry the lesson forward. What struck us most was not only the tragedy of Hiroshima, but the spirit of Hiroshima, a city destroyed, rebuilt not in bitterness, but in resolve. A city that became a global symbol, not of annihilation, but of peace. By the end of the day, we were exhausted in every way a person can be. Physically from the long journey, mentally from the history, and emotionally from the contrast. From the sacred waters of Miyajima to the solemn ground of Hiroshima. From floating shrine gates to a city that refuses to let the world forget. It was one of the most beautiful days of our trip and one of the heaviest, a day we will never forget.
food in our stomach, and now we're all like just tired, sitting and just waiting to get home. I don't know about them, but I'm gonna go home and shower and sit on that massage table for sure. Well, not massage table, massage chair. And everybody's just zoning out because we're sick and tired of each other.
No, we're not.
Say that again.
You can say that again. Say that again. Again. Say that again.
You see what I mean?
Not at all.